Buying a home in Hamilton, Ohio right now is one of the smartest financial moves you can make. But there are mistakes that will cost you the deal, cost you money, or potentially both. Hamilton is a competitive market. Homes are selling in under 50 days, prices are nearly up 16% year over year, and buyers who are not prepared are getting beat and getting burnt out. The mistakes in this market are not small ones, and they do add up fast. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the most common mistakes buyers are making in Hamilton right now and exactly what you need to do so you can move fast, buy smart, and not leave money on the table. And you're going to want to stick around until the end of this video because I'm going to share with you the one mistake that almost nobody talks about in Hamilton specifically. It is not about the offer, it's about what happens after you close. I had a buyer last year that was looking in Hamilton for about 3 months. Sharp person, done their research, they knew the neighborhoods, knew the price ranges, and more importantly, they knew what they wanted. Then the right house came up. Good location, priced well, solid condition, they loved it. They asked me if they could have a couple days to think about it. By the time they came back to me, that house was unfortunately gone. Another buyer had moved in with a clean offer and it was under contract within 48 hours. And here's what hurts the most. It wasn't even a bidding war situation. They did not lose on price. They lost on preparation. They were not ready to move when the moment came. And in Hamilton right now, that is all it takes. That buyer eventually found another home, but they paid more for it and settled on a few things that they had not planned to settle on. All because they were not set up when it mattered most. And honestly, that is a story for a lot of the buyers in the market right now. It's not bad decisions, it's just slow decisions. Quick intro, I'm Andrea Kugler, real estate agent at Bowling & Kugler Realty and team owner of AK Collective in Hamilton, Ohio. I help buyers across Hamilton find the right home at the right price without making the mistakes that slow most people down. On this channel, I give you the real playbook, not the watered down version. So let's talk about the mistakes to avoid when buying a home in Hamilton right now. Mistake number 1, shopping without a pre-approval. This one sounds obvious, but it is still happening constantly. Buyers are out there touring homes, getting emotionally attached, and then scrambling to get financing in order at the last minute. By the time they have their pre-approval letter in hand, somebody else already has the property they wanted under contract. Here's what to do instead. Get fully pre-approved before you look at a single home. Not pre-qualified, pre-approved. Pre-qualification is an estimate based on what you tell your lender. Pre-approval means they've actually reviewed all of your income, assets, credit, and information. Sellers and their agents can tell the difference, and in a competitive market, pre-qualification just won't work. Pre-approval is what carries the real weight. So what do you need to avoid? Waiting until you find the right house to start the financing conversation. That timeline, unfortunately, just doesn't work in this current market. Mistake number 2, treating Hamilton like one uniform market. Hamilton has distinct neighborhoods that behave very differently from each other. What is happening in Lindenwold might not be happening near downtown. What's priced right near the Great Miami River Corridor is not the same as what you're going to find further east. Buyers who treat the whole city as one market end up either overpaying for the wrong spots or missing value in the right ones. Here's what to do instead. Get specific. Understand which neighborhoods align with your priorities, whether it's proximity to schools, commute, walkability, investment potential, and really study the data in those areas. A good local agent is the quickest way to get there. What to avoid? Making offers based on general Hamilton price averages without understanding the neighborhood level dynamics underneath them. Mistake number 3, skipping or skimping on inspection. With prices moving and competition being very real in this market, some buyers are waiving inspections or minimizing inspections to make their offer more attractive, and I just don't recommend that. I understand the instinct though. Hamilton has a significant stock of older homes, and older homes have older systems: roof, HVAC, electric, plumbing, and these are not small line items if something goes wrong after you close. So it's very important that you get that whole home health report. Here's what to do instead. Keep your inspection. There are other ways to make your offer competitive without giving up your ability to know what's going on. It's important that you know what you're buying. An experienced agent can help you structure your offer to make it attractive to the seller without leaving you exposed as a buyer. What to avoid? Waiving your inspection entirely, especially on an older home, just to win a deal. The short-term win can turn into a very expensive long-term problem. Mistake number 4, focusing only on the purchase price. Buyers in Hamilton are often laser focused on the sticker price and underestimating the full cost of ownership. Property taxes, homeowners insurance, utility costs, especially on older homes, potential repairs, HOA fees if applicable, these numbers matter. A home that's priced at $190,000 with high ongoing costs can be a worse financial decision than one priced at $210,000 that is updated and efficient. Here's what to do instead. Let's run the full monthly number before you fall in love with the listing. Purchase price, estimated mortgage payment, taxes, insurance, and a realistic maintenance budget. That's the real cost of the home. Buy based on that number, not the listing price alone. This is another important reason why you want to be pre-approved before you start looking at houses, because you can't fully understand those numbers without that component. What to avoid: getting anchored to the asking price and ignoring everything that comes with it. So here's the mistake I told you about, the one specific to Hamilton that almost nobody talks about: buying in the wrong part of a transitioning city. Hamilton is growing, but it's not growing evenly. The investment district, the downtown corridor, the areas closest to Spooky Nook and the Great Miami River, those are the parts of the city where development is concentrated and where property values are most likely to follow over the next couple of years. Other parts of Hamilton are still waiting for that momentum to reach them. If you buy in Hamilton without fully understanding which parts of the city are actually part of that growth, you might get a great deal on a home that sits flat for a couple of years while the rest of the market moves ahead of it. The buyers who win in Hamilton right now are not just buying in Hamilton, they are buying in the right parts of Hamilton. And that is a conversation worth having with someone who knows the market before you actually make an offer. So I want to hear from you. Are you currently looking to buy in Hamilton? What has been the hardest part for your search for a home in Hamilton so far? I want to know, drop it in the comments below. And if you want to go deeper on where the real value in Hamilton is right now and which neighborhoods are the path for growth, watch this next video where I break down everything coming to this city and what it means for buyers. I'll see you there.